Just 2 weeks out from the United States midterm elections, President Joe Biden has made a couple of media appearances that have the world talking. In one interview, Biden continues to propose himself as a plausible candidate to run for another term in 2 years' time.
I'm in good health. All of everything physically about me is still functioning well. So, and mentally too. So, I'm a great respecter for fate, of fate. And so, but right now, I feel completely capable of doing the job as well as anybody can do the job. And it's, we'll see.
We'll see indeed. I don't think there's a chance in hell he'll run again. The big question is whether he can see out this term. I spoke with the Hill columnist Kristin Tate and asked her whether she thinks the White House staff must have conniptions every time the president fronts the media.
Yeah, every time the president opens his mouth, his entire team must just be so nervous. It's interesting, his polling tends to go up when he's not really out in front of people because he just always manages to put his foot in his mouth when he's in public talking to people. He seems to basically fall asleep during interviews and forget what he's saying. And it reminds the public that there's something wrong with this president. It might just be old age. It might be dementia. I don't know what it is, but something's not right.
Yeah, it's pretty tough when the leader of the free world does best when he's hiding. I suppose he got elected effectively by sitting in his basement. But let's have a look at some of this interview he gave to MSNBC the other day. And in this pit, he's addressing the issue of whether or not people should be worried about his age.
I think it's a legitimate thing to be concerned about anyone's age, including mine. I think that's totally legitimate. But I think the best way to make the judgment is to watch me. Am I slowing up? Don't have the same pace as her? And that old joke, everybody talks about the new 70s, 50s, and all that stuff.
That old joke about the 70 being 50, I mean, what is this, Kristin? And are people worried about whether or not he's the man for the job anymore?
Yeah, people are definitely worried about it. Even my friends who are Democrats now, I talk to them and they say, I don't know if I want Joe Biden to run again in 2024 because the guy's not fully there. And, there are some 70, 80, 85-year-olds who are totally with it. Everybody ages at different paces, but Joe Biden really is not aging well. He should be sitting in a nursing home somewhere like in Florida, eating, tapioca, enjoying his life with his grandchildren. He should not be doing this job. He is not mentally fit for the job. But yes, people are very concerned about it. And I think we're going to start seeing some heavyweights in the Democratic Party after the midterms coming out and really aggressively trying to push him to the side ahead of 2024 because the powers that be in the Democratic Party do not want him to run. They want someone younger and more mentally fit.